Thank you for joining me on my walk this morning. So this morning I'm going to share a few things that I'm sensing in my heart, and I'll do it as I walk. You know, the old saying is true that there are two paths that you can go by, two roads that you can take in life. One is the road of least resistance, and the other is a road that is filled with challenges, failure, temptations, trials. But you know, that first road is often the road that most people take, maybe 60-70% of people take in life, because it's easier, and you know, it's easier not to fight the battles, but just to go with the flow and make the adjustments and compromise. But that often is a road that leads to mediocrity, a road that leads to a sense later in life of dissatisfaction, that there could have been more adventures, more opportunities that you could have taken. But you know, that second road, that road that is the toughest, that road leads on to excellence, leads on to adventure, leads on to fulfillment. You need to make calculated decisions at times and take opportunities, and think them through first, not be reckless. But you know what? Without those challenges, we wouldn't grow, and we wouldn't become the people that ultimately we could be in life. All of life's successes are people that have failed many times, have faced fear and oftentimes failed, but have gotten back up again and given life a go. That's life, isn't it? That's the road that we're on. You know, I get to experience these beautiful surroundings just pretty well every morning of my life, because I choose, I love that. I choose to get up early in the morning when most people are still asleep, and I've adjusted my life and learnt to be there when the sun rises. You know what? That doesn't come from hugging onto the pillow for an extra hour, you know. It means making a sacrifice, it means getting up, it means doing something that's uncomfortable, and as someone said, the late Zig Ziglar, you know, pay the price. You enjoy the benefits. And I get the benefit of walking through paradise almost every morning and seeing the sun rise over a beautiful lake, because I make the decision to do something that is a little bit uncomfortable and get up early. It's a principle. You know, life's greatest opportunities often come dressed in strange clothing. Very often they look like trouble. Sometimes they look like a problem. Sometimes they look like a crisis. But they make us make adjustments in our life. They make us change the way we're doing things. And very often the greatest success in life has come out of those times of change. You know, there are two major catalysts of change that come into our lives. Catalysts that, if we understand them, can do us the world of good and prepare us for our dream, our ambition, and our goal. The first one is circumstantial, and the second one is interpersonal. We may not have control over some of the circumstances that come into our lives, or control over some of the interpersonal challenges that we have to face. We can't control that comes to us from the outside, but we can control the inside. And we do have control over the way that we respond or react to those things. And that's the place of learning, and that's the place of growth. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, iron sharpens iron. And very often in life, the challenges that we face are relational, aren't they? Someone offends us or upsets us or kicks our cat. And the reality of life is that we have a choice in how we respond to that. We either react against it with anger or bitterness or resentment, or we deal with it as we need to, and then we learn from the experience and we deal with our own attitude. We look at our own heart. Very often we're too easy to point a finger at other people without realizing we actually have issues, and that crisis, that challenge that actually revealed something in us that needs to be dealt with. Iron sharpens iron. And some of those people, some of those catalysts to a challenging attitude are actually iron that's allowed and sent into our life to sharpen us, to bring change and adjustment. So when we are pointing the finger at other people, remember that there are 4 pointing back at you, and maybe we can allow that iron to have its work in our life. And, you know, choose your attitude. You can't choose your circumstances, but you can choose how you react to it. Don't get so hung up about getting all the answers for the trials and the situations you face. Well, God doesn't always tell you the reason for the trial. You'll learn that by experience as you progress.